Selling yogurt. My credibility was waning. I lost my friends and followers. Friendships were not easy to maintain anymore. Fear of the mullahs kept people away from me. Financially, we were in dire straits. I was not allowed to work, and for this reason, our savings were disappearing fast. Some of our family and friends helped us financially, but this could not continue. If the mullahs knew that they were helping us, it would put them at risk. Without work, the financial pressure was great, and I had no choice but to take my wife and daughter to our village and live in a little orchard farm with my mother in the house I built for her while I was in government but remained unfinished. As a city girl, my wife was unable to adapt herself to the hard life in the village, and this made our married life calamitous. I desired to end our marriage, but this would make the family problems far more complicated. How could I look after our very young daughter without her mother, with poverty, and while uncertain about the future and living day by day? My 60-year-old mother was poor, managing her life with a milking cow and a small farm. While I was working, she did not have financial difficulties. But after I lost everything, her life was affected as well. To survive, she sold milk and yogurt, walking 45 minutes from our village to the town to find customers. She became ill and was unable to take her products to the market, so I would do it for her to buy bread for the household. But it was not easy for me to do this because of my fame. I was embarrassed. However, my mother's courage was a good lesson. She did not worry what people thought about her. Selling milk and yogurt put me at risk politically. I was a famous politician known to thousands of people who thought I deserved to be one of the leading figures in the country. But now I was selling yogurt and milk for survival. Many people who saw my mother and I expressed their unhappiness to us secretly, blaming the mullahs as the cause of our poverty. The area's authorities interpreted this as political propaganda against them and told me to stop selling the yogurt. I was an educated man and leader of many people. They didn't want the people to think that the governing mullahs were the cause of my financial hardship. I was well aware that the mullahs' evil roots were stronger than ever in the country, and I had to avoid any direct opposition with them. When they requested that I stop selling, I told them, "My mother normally sells the yogurt and milk, but at the moment she's sick and I have no choice but to do this for her. I'm just trying to feed my family, not fighting the government. I cannot stop this until my mother is well." What I was doing was not political propaganda, but the mullahs saw it as a silent war against them. However, they did not take me to prison again. I believe that they were afraid of the people and did not want to do so. They also knew that some powerful people were behind my release. Who they were, they did not know, but they were aware if they took me to prison, they would be face to face with a legal authority more powerful than them. By that time, all my fellow prison inmates and a few other friends had been killed. Local authorities, expecting that I would have been executed by now as well, plotted to kill me secretly and free the community from influence.